Hello everyone, this is Aishwarya from Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering. Today in this video, we will be knowing about string buffer and string buffer constructors. First, let us see the introduction to string buffer and string buffer constructors. String buffer in Java is a mutable sequence of characters. It allows for the modification of strings without creating new objects. String buffer constructors are used to create instances of the string buffer class. String buffer methods in Java: length, capacity, append, insert, reverse, delete character at, and replace. String buffer constructors. The string buffer class provides multiple constructors for creating string buffers. These constructors enable different ways to initialize and manipulate string buffers. Understanding the various constructors is essential for effective usage of string buffers. Let us see what is default constructors. The default constructor creates an empty string buffer with an initial capacity of 16 characters. It is created using the syntax string buffer sb is equals to new string buffer. The default capacity can be increased dynamically as needed. Next, capacity constructor. The capacity constructor creates a string buffer with the specified initial capacity. It is created using the syntax string buffer is equals to new string buffer int capacity. Specifying an initial capacity can help optimize memory usage for large strings. Constructors of string class: string, 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 string character array, string buffer, string, string builder. String constructor. The string constructor creates a string buffer initialized with the contents of a specified string. It is created using the syntax same string buffer sb is equals to new string buffer string str. This constructor is useful for converting existing strings into mutable strings buffer. Next, append constructor. The append constructor creates a string buffer with the contents of a specified object appended to it. It is created using the syntax string buffer sb is equals to new string buffer object obj. This constructor facilitates the concatenation of different data types into a string buffer. Appending is done by calling the append method. There are 10 different versions of append, but they are all are similar. Almost any kind of data can be appended, including a string, a value of primitive type, or an object. If the data can be appended isn't a string, append will automatically convert it into string form. Character sequence constructor. The character sequence constructor creates a string buffer with the contents of a character sequence. It is created using the syntax string buffer sb is equal to new string buffer character sequence seq. This constructor allows for the initialization of string buffers from different character sequences. The reverse constructor. The reverse constructor creates a string buffer with the reversed contents of a specified string. It is created using the syntax string buffer sb is equals to new string buffer str.reverse. This constructor is useful for reversing strings efficiently. Capacity expansion constructor. The capacity expansion constructor creates a string buffer with a specified capacity and expansion factor. It is created using the syntax string buffer sb is equals to new string buffer int capacity float expansion factor. This constructor allows for fine-tuning the capacity expansion behavior of string buffers. Considerations: choosing the right constructor can impact the performance of string buffer operations. Constructors that specify initial capacities can reduce the need for dynamic resizing. Understanding the trade-offs between memory usage and performance is crucial for optimal usage. Usage patterns. String buffer constructors are commonly used in string manipulation operations. Initialization of string buffers with specific contents is a common use case for constructors. Choosing the appropriate constructor based on the requirements of the application is important. Practices: use the default constructors for general string buffer initialization. Specify an initial capacity when working with large strings to optimize performance. Consider the specific requirements of the application when selecting a constructor. Thank you.